Hey there everyone, that sexy nerd is back again, and we're watching CJ Champ. Yeah, he said he was going to do this Invincible video, and by God, he was going to do it. Man, I am so excited. Yeah, he just a few hours ago too. I knew he was going to come up with this one soon, because, you know, every single time Conquest is on screen, he needs to do a video about it. He's got good taste. So, you know, hopefully you guys got good taste too. Still waiting on some likes and subscribes. So, yeah, we hopefully can get this channel rolling and keep this channel going. Because, man, I want to keep making these videos for you, y'all. But you got to show up and got to send me the likes, please. So, yeah, not much else to say. Let's just get into the video. I remember, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, it's time for my Patreon for my latest reactions to my latest videos. And let's do this thing, y'all.
So it has come to my attention that
Invincible
has had some pretty brutal beatdowns.
Yes.
Like, I'm talking blood all over the screen and guts literally getting dug out of. So
yeah.
Since we are basically at the halfway point of this season, and at the halfway point till we do the first trial of the crispiest Viltrumite in the galaxy, today we're gonna go through some of these brutal beatdowns that have basically broke the internet. So without further ado, so the first ass whooping we're gonna be breaking down is young Omni-Man getting jumped by his parents. Now this right here basically confirmed to everyone, if you didn't think so already, that being born a Viltrumite is probably the worst thing you could ever ask for. Cause this is without a doubt one of the craziest societies of all time. Like, we already knew that these crazy ass niggas had a whole great
thought we were crazy,
and half of their population was wiped out because of it. But now we learned that the kids weren't even safe. And to become a fully grown adult, you had to survive getting jumped by your parents. Now, let's take a look at this scene. Young Omni-Man, aka Nolan, was basically teaching a class to these kids about the history of Viltrum, and he decided to ask this little girl a question about the Great Purge. So she started stuttering and didn't know what to say. So this man, Nolan, walked up to her and put his hand on her head and said, "Think wisely about your answer, little nigga. You know what happens when you get one question wrong, right?" And he was dead ass about to crush her head into smithereens. And you would think that the other kids would be scared for her, but no, like, they were side-eyeing the hell out of her like, you best not get that question wrong, bitch, or you're going split-gat. So thank God she locked in and got the question right. But then I ain't gonna lie, this is the craziest part. Before he dismissed class, he told them, "Go find food and shelter if you can, and return here at sunrise ready for combat."
And these are the Spartans.
At least 2 of you little niggas will die tomorrow. So you just come locked in, or it's your ass. And then they just going with it like, "Sir, yes, sir." Like, dog, this is without a doubt the worst society to ever be born in. They don't even provide their own kids with food and a bed. They got a
dude, imagine how the Saiyans were. They're just like the Saiyans, except I think the Saiyans were a little dirtier. Like, not to be anything racist, but come on, man. Come on, man. I was starting to sound a little Riza. I'm not racist, I swear.
Find it themselves. The Viltrumites really said, "We don't do that weak-ass child support shit. The child can support themselves." So right after Nolan was done teaching his class, both of his parents pulled up on him and straight up looked at him like, "Yeah, you know what today is, young blood?
I knew exactly what was gonna happen.
AKA initiation day, little nigga." So they full on bum rush Nolan and start beating the shit out of him. And bro, you could easily tell that out of both of the parents that this man's mama didn't have an ounce of love for him the way she was doing him. She straight up sliced him in the chest and rammed her knee into this man's face. And this wasn't even her nastiest shot. She basically charged up this one punch all the way from the ground and put her whole body body into it, making him cough up blood. Then while he was stunned and basically out of it, both his mom and his dad just started running his ass down. Nolan could not move. This nigga was stuck in a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Infinite Death combo. Then his dad grabbed his head and gave him just a nasty headbutt. And that headbutt ended up leading to a black eye and a broken nose. So while Nolan looked like he was already on half HP, the mama just stared at him and was like, nah, nigga, this ain't enough. And decided to dash in and piece him up some more. Now, while Nolan was getting pieced up by his mama, he was finally able to fight back after having to stomp the ground and kick a stone into his mama's eye, then giving her a well-deserved right hook for being a deadbeat mom. But I want y'all to watch the daddy real quick. While the mom was flying, dad just slaps her to the side like a fly. These niggas don't even care about their spouses. They just think everyone is just a sack of meat. I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't even married. They probably just decided to have a baby to fill the quota, and that's that.
That's what I'm saying.
His dad down and throws a fist into his hand and starts to
cared.
And it looks like the dad was pleased and was ready to end his initiation. But the mama came back and threw him into the stairs. And right when this happened, I knew she was coming back to collect that receipt for her eye getting messed up and also taking out her anger for the daddy slapping her ass to the side. She starts stomping his face in, and when she got tired of stomping, she just started grounding, pounding, and wailing on him. Like, look at this dude, bro. He is done. This match is over. He's clearly had enough. But the mom just continued to beat the ever-living crap out of him.
It was crazy.
The dad finally came over and told her, enough, shorty. He's had enough. And this is how you could tell that she really hated Nolan and his dad. Because after she beat the hell out of him, she straight up told them,
"You're as pathetic as he is.
I hope to never see either of you again." I know.
I'm not gonna lie. If I heard my own mother say this after she just finished stomping me out and beat me down to 1 HP on my birthday, I'ma be so real, I might just end it all. Cause I'm sick to my damn stomach. Now I know why Nolan beat Mark's ass like that in season 1. Because if this was a parenting he was experiencing, then no wonder his parenting skills were ass. And this just reaffirmed to me again that being born a Viltrumite is in all honesty a fate worse than death.
Yeah, so okay, first of all, let's say this right now. If anything, Nolan was still a better parent than his parents were. Think about that. Think about how crazy that is.
Brutality.
Brutality.
Is in all honesty a fate worse than death.
Brutality.
Brutality.
Alright, now that was our appetizer. Now it's time for the main event. The Conquest versus Mark rematch. Now this right here is without a doubt the most brutal fight we've seen yet. This fight actually had me so disgusted by the end of it that I had to look away. Because I made the horrible mistake of eating my dinner while watching this. And I will probably never eat watching Invincible ever again because of this. So
I was so lucky that I had not eaten a damn thing before. Because, man, I might have actually lost it. If I had just eaten some shit, I would have lost all of my lunch. I mean, like, shit. I had no idea it was coming. I thought it was going to be, like, in the next episode or something. But, man, was I excited, as you saw.
Satan's greatest soldier Conquest pulled back up to run the ones with Mark again. And you know, I gotta give a shout out to Cecil real quick for being the biggest dumbass of the century.
Yes.
We would not be getting this rematch if bro just did his job and disposed of the body like he should have. Like, you really thought this little ass cage was gonna hold this nigga? Like, holy shit, man. This is the most incompetent motherfucker in this damn series, bro. How did this guy get this job again? Like, honest question. Anyways, bro.
I know. I think he beat him up.
Conquest was the biggest liability on the team, Oliver. So he flew up and immediately got a backhand to the face. That hit was probably so hard it probably gave Oliver PTSD from when Conquest dribbled him like a basketball. So Oliver tried to come in and hit him again with a barrage of fast punches, but all this was doing was giving Conquest a massage.
I know, that's what I was saying.
Now Oya was doing to Maki, just throwing pillows at him.
That's what I'm saying.
Oliver by the head and tells him, "Oh, I remember you. You're the little purple squirt from before. Last I remembered, I was trying to rip your guts out. So let's continue from where we were last time, shall we?" So Conquest starts to crush Oliver's head, and he's about to pop his head like a balloon. But J. Jonah Jameson himself comes in to save his sorry-ass son from getting his head crushed. Conquest started to box for a bit. But this nigga Mark immediately flew in and said, "Hands off, Dad." This fate is mine's and mine's alone.
Seriously.
So Conquest looked at Mark and said, "Hey kid, how's your girlfriend? She doing all right?"
Oh,
I can't wait to taste
remember.
her fine ass blood one more time.
I know, me
So
too.
the moment Mark
Same
heard
here.
Conquest talking about
I was
Eve,
like,
he
you.
just straight up flew directly at him and started viciously putting hands on this old nigga. Then he started to rain down
Boom.
multiple 6 to 12
Ding.
elbows right into
Boom.
this man's face.
Ding.
Now, while they continued to box, Oliver was running out of air because he wasn't used to holding his breath in space yet. So he had to fly down to the planet that they were close to so he could re-up on some oxygen. So Conquest saw Oliver flying down and told Mark, "Oh no. We can't let little purple squirt miss all the fun now, can we?" So Conquest gives Mark a nasty blow to the gut, then flies down to the planet to chase down Oliver. And this is where we see one of the most diabolical "he's behind me, isn't he" friends
I
of all
know,
time.
right?
Conquest pulled up right behind Oliver. Hand cocked back and everything, looking like he's about to swat the half cockroach out of Oliver's soul. But Mark comes in to save Oliver.
It's not a cockroach.
Blocked by Conquest. So Mark's grand plan was to basically choke the life out of Conquest.
I know,
this
right?
nigga was not gonna let go of the chokehold he had on him for the rest of the fight. He was fully committed to choking his ass out. So since Mark wouldn't let go, Conquest just started giving Mark multiple body shots. Bro was taking about 50 punches to his liver and 50 punches to his kidneys, while they were just flying around the planet and ragdolling themselves into the environment. So when they ended up slamming into the ground, Mark had the top mount, and it looked like he was trying to crush Conquest's neck and drive his whole body into the ground. But then Conquest lifted Mark up and slammed him into the ground, reversing the whole situation. So Conquest started giving Mark more kidney shots and liver shots. Then he started decking him in the face and bouncing his skull off the ground. But Mark was still hanging onto Conquest's neck while taking this beating. Like I said earlier, this nigga Mark was committed to choking the life out of Conquest's old ass. So Conquest picked up Mark and rammed him into this.
Why not?
And he started to wail on Mark, just swinging punches into him over and over again. And I ain't gonna lie, this next sequence of punches Conquest did gave me back pain while watching this. He hit him with this 3-piece, and the last punch was so hard it warped his back. This man's rib cage just got eviscerated, and he may never walk straight ever again. Because
I don't care how much he healed.
Just got snapped in half right here. So they kept on ramming each other into all the surrounding rocks and mountains. And when they finally stopped, you can actually see the damage that Mark has done to Conquest, because his face was now discolored and his eyes were bloodshot red because he hasn't been able to breathe at all because of Mark's persistent ass chokehold. Now this is when the fight just got nasty as hell, and the brutality just ramped up to another degree. Conquest had his nasty ass hand all up in Mark's face. So Mark turned damn near feral and bit this man's thumb off. And then after he bit his thumb off, he stood Conquest up, and you get this shot from Conquest's POV. You see this nigga Mark straight up spit his thumb out while making eye contact with him the whole time. He didn't even say a word, but you could tell what he was thinking just by the look he was giving.
I know.
Up, I hate you, nigga, let's die. So since Conquest was being pushed back, he had to use his ultimate move. The same one that sent Eve back to the lobby before she respawned. He rams his whole hand into Mark's. Now this attack would probably end about 99.9% of people if they were hit by this. But Mark, being the main character and powering through this shit with the power of plot armor, kept on choking Conquest. Pause and look at Conquest's face right now. This man is actually stunned. You can actually see a little bit of fear on his face, because he is now starting to realize that Mark actually got that dog in him. So Mark slams him down and continues to choke the life out of Conquest. Now we're at the moment where I had to stop eating my dinner while watching this, because this was the most disturbing and disgusting shit I think I've ever seen in an animated show. Conquest started to dig in this man's insides and rip out all of his internal organs and intestines. Now I'm censoring the hell out of this because YouTube would eviscerate this video and send it to the shadow realm if I actually showed this. Also, if you're eating while watching this, I'm saving your ass ass right now because you could have ended up like me. My appetite was cooked after this and I did not hit my protein goals that day. My gains were not achieved because of this shit. But this goes on for like a solid minute. Mark was just screaming in pain while Conquest was running out of air and trying to dig Mark's insides out. But finally, after what felt like ages, the lights finally go out for Conquest.
It's like
and
how
Mark
many?
slayed Satan's greatest soldier for a second time. Now I gotta stand up and give Mark his flowers here, because I won't lie, I give this man a hard time. Due to
I know,
him
yes,
being
you
his ass
have.
whooped and being left
Yes.
in critical condition
Yes.
in nearly 80 to 90% of his fights.
Yes.
Right here, I'll admit that Mark got that dog in him.
Yes.
Because this was his best performance yet, even
Yes.
though he's in critical condition again. But I just know
Oh,
one
well.
thing for sure. When they get back to Earth, Cecil's ass better be getting stomped out, because they're not about to get away with this shit, nigga. Oh, no, bro.
He will, but not then.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be the end of our little brutal beatdown special. And if you are wondering, yes, this is the old series that I used to do on TikTok that I'm 9 times out of 10 probably gonna bring back. So with that being said, hope y'all enjoy, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see y'all again at the end of the month for the trial of the crispiest Viltrumite in the galaxy.
All right. Can't wait. Guess we're gonna do Thrag, but yeah, I guess what we're gonna wait for these next 2 episodes. Does CJ know something we don't know? But I think he read the comics, and I think he's going to wait to see. But I love that people are talking to him like how Thrag is kind of whiny and everything, and it's like, yeah, you should read the comics. That's the whole point. But he's so strong, it doesn't even matter. Like, he could be whiny as much as he wants, but hey, who's gonna check him? Yeah, not me. So, yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of the video, and please smash the like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for latest reactions to latest videos, and I'll see you on the next episode.